All right, I have returned. Brainless, if you're still around, can you expand upon that a little bit? Were you talking about for the video, or did you mean for the stream? Because this is my desktop, and it's not even a background. Although I do have a background, I just don't have it for this, for the coding scene in OBS, because I just have like I don't have any icons or anything on the desktop. I do have this. This appears, the task switch thing. I could probably make it appear on a different screen, but I don't usually have, like, I have showing secrets. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be good. I mean, yeah. Usually I will just move a window to another screen to do that. But I think I do like that idea more. Let's see. Can I? How would I do that? Just make a color source. Call it obfuscation. Does this support transparency? It does. Let's do 128. Confidential logo. Yeah, good. It's like secrets. Okay, so something like this, maybe a little bit more transparent. You could do like fully white, and then maybe like, I don't know, 64 on the alpha channel. And then if I do that, and then can I add a filter? I'm gonna do it right now. Yeah, it needs to blur though, not just cover. Yeah, absolutely. I need to have something in OBS first, and then I can add a filter to it. So I think there is probably, surely there's a blur effect. Crop pad, HDR tone, image mask blend. I thought there would be. To sharpen, that's the opposite. Maybe not. Is there not like a blur effect? Okay, well, create a new separate capture source for the game in question. Oh, yeah. So like, I have display capture is what I'm using. Use filter, scaling aspect ratio, use point for scale filtering, close filter, click drag corner, small window to make it fill the screen again. That's a lot. That's a lot of steps. Can I? portion of the screen. Interesting. So like I could copy. Can't duplicate. So let's just create another display capture. Secrets. And sure. Now we have two. Let's put that down. Further. So above display capture. Filters. And it was scaling aspect ratio. Resolution. Low as we can go. So if I take this, I think I missed a step. Scaling, use point, the lowest setting available, close the filters, click drag corner, now smaller window. I mean, it's slightly blurrier. Insert a value here, like 400 by 300. Maybe like 300 by 200. I can just enter text. Doesn't really seem to do much though. Well, that may need some refinement. Let me put a pin in that. Yeah, all these browsers. Let's see. Can't you apply blur? There's not a blur filter though. Like that was scaling aspect ratio. I thought that would be. No, there's not a blur filter. If there was a blur filter, that would be great. I didn't actually alt drag though. It was that too. Pause it. To plug in. Yeah. Oh. I had to right click the thing and set that there. Here you go. So there's a scale filtering option. You can't see this on stream anyway, even if it wasn't crazily blurred. But there's an option in the filter for scale filtering point. But that's not, I don't think that's the option they were referring to. There we go. It's so big. When will it? So big. Making progress. transform, stretch to screen. Okay. Scale filtering. Yeah. I thought. I mean, I feel like this is really close. I might as well see it through. So 426 by 240. There you go. And then revealed. Yeah? Is that good? All right, we made a video file. I guess this is where we were. All right. Yeah, so that's what that looks like. We could do that. It might need some further work, but that's fine. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the coding. Oh, I guess maybe I didn't rerun the command because it didn't seem like the EOF action took effect. Now just make sure it uses correctly when it Sure. All right, time for food. Yeah, it is. It's coming up on lunchtime for me as well. All right, while we're waiting, there we go. I decreased the resolution another factor of 2, so I think that's better. You get the vague sense that something's happening, but you definitely can't see. Like if we go over here, beautiful, perfect. I guess I could do the same thing with the camera as well. Or I could just turn it off temporarily. Okay, anyway. So what did this do? Did this hide the video properly after the time? Seemingly no. Like what I was expecting to happen was the video appears and then disappears. But the video never disappears. That's fine for right now. I didn't mean to close that. Okay, well, what's up with that? Oh, you know what? I didn't regenerate the commands. Okay, I think OS, that system. Let's go import OS. I think it's time. We'll let this run the command itself. Do I have VLC installed? Do I want to install VLC? Here we go. My camera. All right. You can't see. Okay, there we go. All right. There we go. All right. So let's run our Python commands. And that will just immediately run FFmpeg for us. Streamline this a little bit. So this should make the overlay video go away. Why What do we need to do to have transparency? First input is the main video, in which the second input is overlaid. Val. Format. Default is YUV420. Here. Okay. How about some Googling? FFmpeg. Overlay filter alpha. Use a keying filter to remove the background color. Okay, let's do that. So you have main and overlay. So here's it addressing overlay. Format, color key, color channel mixer. So let me borrow that. I also think the setPTS, we might need PTS plus a number. Let's see. So for VO, add some things here. Comma, color key, color channel mixer, setPTS. I wonder if we do PTS plus start frame, if that helps us at all. Let's see what we did make. Oh yeah. So I installed VLC, right? So VLC is a command, and then we have an output.mp4. Did it do anything? Apparently not. Well, never mind. Let's open that folder again. Interesting. Right now. Happened. No. One thing that occurs to me though is that we should probably also print the command that it's going to run so that we can see that. Okay, so let's run that. No accelerated color space conversion found from YUV442P to ARGB. Okay. So the command that we are running is this guy. So we're grabbing our fourth video, trimming it. Not that that really matters anyway, because there are 114 frames in the video. Color key black, color channel mixer AA 0.3, setPTS, and then we're trying to overlay. So what's that gonna do? I don't know. It did something.
I saw it when I walked, boy.
Aw. So what I'm expecting is this. Oh, yeah, it's right there. It's subtle, but it's there. It's too subtle. Is that the hold on? What was the command that I used? The color channel mixer. Yeah, there we go. Adjust contribution to input of red, green, and blue and alpha channels for output. Default is 1 and 0. Okay, what if I just remove that? Okay, just do this.
I saw it when I walked.
I don't know what that'll do. Could be better, it could be worse. So the default is 1. We get overridden it to 0.3 for alpha. So maybe that effectively made it a third of the opacity as it would normally be. So maybe 1 is what we want. It's going. I guess I also need to extend. We're gonna change the schema to include like X and Y offsets for the overlay tracks. These will be optional.
I saw it when I walked, boy.
Copilot gets it. Then what I will do is an overlay tracks, add some X, I don't know, some amount. It needs to go that way. How much? I don't know. This is it's like, let's say 1,000, and then Y can also be yeah, I don't know. Let's start with 100. Okay. So when we do the overlay here, let's pluck out like this. Start frame X equals that, Y, not yield, Y equals that, and then we can do this. Yeah, and then overlay. Yep, like that. X and Y are supposed to be optional, so let's do this way. That way, if they're not there, it'll just be 0. And then if we look at the filter for overlay, expression for X and Y coordinates overlaid video. Default value is 0 for both expressions. Okay, cool. So the last thing that I ran, this is why I wanted the command output as well, right? It's so that I can remember what we did last time. Okay, so we got rid of the AA equals 0.3. So if I open the file again, something happened there. Okay. It's interesting. Yeah, it's supposed to kind of like blur out, and instead it kind of explodes, and that's not what I'm looking for. So we probably want that AA there, but maybe it's like 0.8. Also, it seems like the overlay starts at the right place, and that stuff works. So if we can get the placement and the kind of how the overlay appears, that'll be good. That'll be good. So let's run the command again. No such filter X. So it's, yeah, that's not supposed to be a comma. How do you pass multiple parameters to? I guess it's just equals. No, colon. Yeah, we have an example of that right there. Colon. Okay. There we go. So once I get this doing what I want it to do, we need to package this up. This will probably live as a AWS batch job that will create a new process, right? So kind of our episode rendering pipeline, if you will, where it will take the input media, it'll generate the episodes. There's a couple of ways of doing that. Because there's limits on how many videos and kind of like API usage limits for YouTube, it's going to be a thing where we probably want to have the rendering pipeline separate from the upload. So that means like this process will run and will generate all the video files that it can as quickly as possible. Probably just store them in S3 with some kind of like delete after X number of days or whatever, and then somehow trigger a process that will go through. I mean, maybe it could be as simple as, hey, these files are in S3 in this designated location, and the process just looks for any files that are there, picks them up one at a time, and uploads them to YouTube. That way it can be like completely independent of the rendering part. Like the existence of the files in the S3 bucket represents the like queue of stuff to be uploaded to YouTube. That could work. All right, so hey, it moved. It's not exactly the same. I may have to like do some stuff with the video, like the overlay video. This I basically like this itself I created in DaVinci Resolve as a fusion effect, and then I was able to render it out. So I might just try rendering it out into a different video formats or doing some other tweaks to it. So that was like 1,000 across and like what, 100 down. It did seem that it moved it down, so I think we're moving in the right direction. Try 1,500 and 3600. And this doesn't have to be dialed in exactly. We can, I think, move on to the next thing. And I mean, we can like continue adding overlay tracks, but we demonstrated adding one, so it's just like the same thing again. I guess we could. Let's this is gonna be 5 and this is gonna be 4. And that means we're moving this up. Interesting. See how that goes. Is it really 3600 frames? Intro hex? That can't be right. Where did this number come from? I guess that came from our unit test originally. Can't be 3600. That's not right. How long? Let's go find that file. Then let's open a new folder, a new Explorer window. So in art, I called it intro hex. Yeah, it's it doesn't look like anything. It looks just like a black screen because it. I don't know. I don't know why exactly. Media information, data. Half a second. So it should be like 30 frames. I don't know where 3600 came from. Yeah, we'll see if that works. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Overlay track 4. Section 0. Start frame. So we started at the very beginning of the video. Oh yeah, so I gotta remember, I ran the command so we can see, yeah, there. So that's not, I want it to be like down here. That's what I'm doing on the videos, but it's pretty close. And we could fine tune that some more. We could do things where maybe the overlay track data definition, like specifies more about how the overlay works. But this is fine. Let's go ahead and run the command again. And so now we're adding 2 overlays. Wait, what is this PNG? This file? MKV file? Why does it think it's a PNG? TF art intro hex.mkv. Yeah. Open it with I don't know if it's really a PNG. Paint can open it, right? Nope. Okay, well, regardless. What does this look like? Stuff. Huh. So whatever was supposed to happen was half a second right here at the very beginning. Also, we're not even 1 second in. Should that really be there? Like the overlay track is supposed to start at frame. What if we change this to frame 120? Right? I just want to make sure that that part is also working, that it's like starting the overlay at the right place. Actually, you know what? Cancel that. Let's make it bigger. So we're doing 600, 1200, 1800 frames. So let's have this overlay actually start 600. So 10 seconds in. That way we can make sure that it's actually starting at the place it's supposed to be starting. Oh, I see. Yeah, so that other video file is a MPNG, apparently. And it's the right resolution, so that's interesting. Half a second. But it doesn't seem to do anything, which is unfortunate. So the newest overlay is supposed to be my hexagon like intro transition thing. Iris. Hexagonal iris. But it doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, okay. So, speaking of things that don't seem to be working, that doesn't seem to actually offset the start of the overlay like it's supposed to. So overlays here. So we do trim, right, to get the right section of thing. But setPTS doesn't seem to do it. They have examples where setPTS is not PTS minus start PTS. So for trim, first two sets of the start end options, iteration option, frame timestamp, frame variant, simply count the frames and pass it to the filter. Also note that this filter does not modify the timestamps. If you wish the output timestamps to start at 0, set setPTS filter after the trim filter. So we probably do that everywhere, otherwise things would be really broken. Yeah. So here's an example. Apply an offset of 10 seconds to the input PTS. What is TB? Time base of the input timestamps. So one would think that PTS plus start frame, the overlay start frame, right? So this is the number of frames before the overlay is supposed to happen, would be the right thing. We call that VO sub I. Maybe more Googling. FFmpeg overlay delay start. Delayed video overlay using FFmpeg. Anyway. Filter complex. So the video set PTS to the beginning. And then this takes the second video and makes its timestamp be 7 seconds after. And then they overlay. setPTS more often than not does not work as intended. Use its offset. Here's a different question. Okay. Let's look at the docs for that. Also, FFmpeg has a wiki. Sets the input time offset. Offset must be time duration specification. The offset is added to the timestamps of the input file. Specifying a positive offset means the corresponding streams are delayed by the time duration specified in offset. So time duration. Seconds, milliseconds. Okay. So if we do that, go back to this. Then how are we scanning? Right. So we'd have to look at the different input media, determine what they're going to be used for, and then pass different options to FFmpeg command parts. And that precludes, I mean, this format doesn't say that if you use a video for one of the output track, part of the output track versus overlay track, you could use some for one and some for the other theoretically. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but okay. Let's keep looking. I don't really want to use this option. fancy. If n is equal to 0 PTS, otherwise add things. What does that mean? Yeah, shifts the timestamps of all frames except for the first. Interesting. Ah, okay. We're doing that. I don't need to do that. So I guess I closed the other folder, huh? I should probably stop doing that. Let's see. What are we using as the here and renders? Yeah, this one. We can see 60 frames per second. Yeah. Huh. Well, PTS plus start frame. One would think that would work. What if we make it look really like the other thing, right? Or we do start frame over TB time base. Okay, so what if we run that command? Oh. Okay. Oh. Now, I have been thinking that this is the same thing, effectively, as what I have been doing. I guess I'm going to find out if that's true or not. I think this should be a plus. I guess I'll find out, won't I? Let's see. So, did we finish? No, still going. Okay. Now it's done. Okay. So eight, 9 thing. Yep. Okay, well, soonish we can. What do I know? So why doesn't setPTS like frames? I don't know. So count to the input frame for the video, the number of consumed samples, the current frame, start from 0 and time in seconds to the current frame, TB time base to the current input timestamps. PTS of the first frame. Start PTS. I mean, clearly PTS plus frame rate turned into seconds divided by TB. That's working. It's like, is there a way to do this in a way that doesn't involve converting it back to seconds? I guess it's fine. Whatever. At this point, I'm questioning my desire to have my format be in frames. But okay. It seemed like a good idea, but clearly, at least in some instances, it's totally unnecessary. Okay, so we got that working. I might have to go hunt down I made a few different things in Blender for the hexagonal transition. So I thought it was this one, but it's not doing anything when I try to add it. Maybe it's in Blender. Yeah, hex zoom.blend. So render. Length 0. Is it this one? Beautiful. Maybe not. I don't know. Interesting. I may have to recreate the intro thing, but regardless, I think like the overlay capability is working. I guess really the only other thing to do would be to support. I mean, we still need to do here. Let's to do and to support the transition for the videos. This is kind of interesting. I mean, it's I've actually done this before with FFmpeg, but the idea being that you can take one video and run out the other.
Martinez 915 just followed.
Thanks for the follow, K Martinez. I don't know what Frosty Tools means about shopping for some coding deals, but okay. It's our AI bot. Okay, so I think though that I need to go get some lunch. So we're gonna wrap here. I will see if I have some time this week to move this forward some more. And then maybe by next Sunday, I can look at actually turning this into a thing that actually spits out a thing to upload to YouTube. That'd be cool. But yeah, let's go find someone to write.